See if this is streaming or not. Hopefully it picks up. But I'm gonna wait till it starts so I can make sure.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Frank. Why do you think the last video we made it was a thumbs down? What is that? Like a bunch of haters?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But two people dumps it down. But anyway, let me start the first inning. Welcome everybody to the first inning. We're live on YouTube. And yeah, we got 2 thumbs down on the last video. We got some haters. I don't know what happened. But we're back. And I'm here with Michael Caputo, man. Say hello, Mike.
How you doing, everyone? How you doing?
What's going on, man? So it's sad to say, man, that we're still talking about not signing DJ LeMahieu, man. Ain't that sad?
Very sad. Terrible.
I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't know how it's possible.
This episode, we're gonna just talk about Yankee Stadium and how much we miss Yankee Stadium and how much we can't get back to Yankee Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Type of stuff. So we're gonna take a virtual tour today. But yo, man, tell me, what's your favorite moment of the new stadium, Mike?
Well, going to the new Yankee Stadium when it first opened in 2009, I went, and that's when they won the World Series. And I went to a bunch of regular season games. It was great. I mean, seeing the new stadium, the inaugural season they called it. It was great. I mean, going into a new stadium. I mean, I still love the old Yankee Stadium better because there was nothing like the crowd. I just thought that stadium had the energy and the fans, and it was louder. It was just the old stadium. Something about it. The new stadium was great. I enjoyed it. Exploring all the new things in there. They have a lot of restaurants. They have that steakhouse. They have there's a bunch of places, and then you have the Mohegan Sun. That was another venue I remember. And also, I went to a playoff games when of course they won the World Series that year. I went to the ALCS game against the Angels. Remember when they played the Angels that year? They finally beat the Angels.
Yeah, that was heavy, man. That was a heavy game.
I was at game 2 when AJ Burnett pitched. This was remember the Yankees went up 1-0 CC, and then game 2 I went to the one where Burnett pitched, and they ended up going up 2-0 in the series. What a game that was! That went to extra innings, and A-Rod hit the home run in the extra innings. Man,
that was a good game, man.
That was great. I remember it was raining too in the game too. We had like a little like rain in the game, and A-Rod hit that. He tied the game. That was a great game, man. It was that's the memories I remember of the new stadium. And what about you? Did you go to any games when it first opened that year in 2009?
Yeah, I went to close to like 30 games that year, I think.
Oh wow, yeah, I think I went to about maybe like 5 or 6 in the regular season, and then in the playoffs I went to the one playoff game. I wish I could have got to a World Series game, but when they played the Phillies that year, but I only went to the one where they played the Angels.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't get to make it to the playoffs till 2017, man, because that's when they actually got to the playoffs.
Who did?
The Yankees, with Severino.
The Yankees. We're talking about 2009 though. The Yankees, when they played the Phillies, I was saying I didn't get to go to the Phillies. I went to the Angels. I was saying,
wow, you're lucky, man. You went. I couldn't even get a ticket. I couldn't even afford a ticket, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm sorry. You said you didn't go to a playoff game until 2017. Okay, I was lost. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man. But yeah, man, you're lucky to go, man.
Yeah, it was great. And then, believe it or not, I went into a little bit of hiatus. I didn't go to a game in a while. I guess I just took a break because knowing the ticket sales, I mean, it was way too expensive, and I just took a little bit of a break. And then I went back in 2012 or 11? Because I didn't go for 2 years because the tickets were outrageous. The prices were too high. So kind of just took a break from there. And then we went back in 2011. And that year, you know what happened in 2011? They didn't win. But that was disappointing. I said at least I didn't think the Yankees were going to go into an 11-year drought now.
Yeah, me neither, man. I mean, wow, man. I could say though.
Would have thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, man. Yankee Stadium itself. It has improved in the last 10 years. Believe it or not.
It did. I mean, this stadium has grown. It was just like, remember, it was just like it was like a baby. You had to give it time to grow, and it would become like a great stadium again, like the old one. But it still hasn't reached that. Like I told you, it hasn't reached that energy of the old Yankee Stadium.
No way.
It's just not the same, man. I've been to so many games at the old stadium, and I didn't feel that energy. But I heard the stadium got louder and louder, especially in 2017 when they made it back to the playoffs and they played Houston and they played the Twins. I heard it was like loud as hell. I wish I was there.
I was there, man. That was the loudest Yankee game I ever heard.
Yeah, they said it was the loudest they've heard it since like the 90s, like in the old stadium. They said it was that loud. I wish I was there, man.
Yeah,
but when I went to the playoff games in 2009, it was pretty loud. But I heard it started to get louder. They said even back in 2015 when they played the wild card game against Houston. But then they said once 17 came, they said, wow, it's like this, they're back. It's like the old Yankee Stadium again.
Yeah, man. Actually, at that game, the tier reserve was moving, bro.
Yeah,
it was moving. It was moving. I felt it moving. I gotta go back to that video, man. I got a video of that day. I actually did a vlog. I believe I did a vlog that game. And
I think when you knew the Yankee Stadium was back to the old Yankee Stadium and the new one is when Didi hit that home run. You know, when Didi hit the home run against the Twins in the wild card game.
Yeah.
I think that's when people were like, okay, this is like old Yankee Stadium days. I mean, because no one ever saw the new stadium rock the house like that. I mean, the old stadium just had memories that, like, you can't even compare to. It was just like, yeah, you can't duplicate that. But when he hit that home run, Didi, I think that was like the turning point. Like that this stadium could have those moments, but problem is we haven't won a World Series in 11 years now. I mean, we did win the opening, inaugural season in 2009, but they haven't won a World Series since 2009.
I mean, that 2017 run, I thought we were gonna win the World Series, man. I really thought we were gonna win, man.
I was so upset that year. I was like, this is the team, man. I wanted that team to win more than these teams because we had such like a lovable and likable team, and they were a young team. They were a gritty team. They were homegrown. You know, we had all the guys coming up: Aaron Judge, Sanchez, all young, Severino, and I wanted to win with that team, and they didn't win mainly because Houston cheated. You know, they were the ones that cheated us, I think. But the Yankees had a shot that year. They should have won, and they really went above and beyond everybody's expectations because they were supposed to be a team that year that were only supposed to make the playoffs, and that's it. Even people were saying they weren't supposed to go that far, but I think that team could have definitely won the whole thing.
Yeah,
they got robbed.
But do you really believe the cheating scandal of the A's? Because
the cheating scandal. What? Say it again. Sorry.
Do you really believe in the cheating scandal with the?
Oh, they definitely cheated. Yeah, they definitely cheated the Astros with the sign stealing. Hell yeah, they're cheaters, man.
Because it's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah.
That they were banging the garbage can.
Yeah, they were banging the trash cans. Yeah, they definitely cheated.
You know, they were banging. Yeah. Now I don't know how far you can go with the video and. The watching the camera. I don't really know how you can get a lot from that.
Yeah.
But the banging of the garbage can is like, yo, a fastball's coming. Boom, boom. I hear it. Bam. Home run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but look, man, the Astros definitely cheated the Yankees and the Dodgers. So yeah, they definitely got caught. I mean, I'm not saying a lot of teams do steal signs, but. Look, they took it to a whole nother level, the Astros. I mean, they were using, like, iPads, and they were using Apple Watches. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. I mean, a lot of teams probably do steal signs, but not to the degree of the Astros. They were going, like, all out, using, like, technology and iPads, and you're not supposed to do that. So, yeah, they definitely cheated. They were cheaters.
Well, they were working with this control. They had a control room there next to the dugout.
They had a control room. And
wait a minute. We got Roger. Hold on a second. We got Roger on the other line. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Hello? Hello, Roger? All right, finally, man. You made it back.
What's that?
I said, finally, you made it back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's happening today is my sister is doing a socially distant music show upstairs, and it started right about 4:45, and she's taking a little bit of a break now. I gave you several calls throughout yesterday and today to let you know that was going to be going on. And I have got my haircut and shaved the beard off, and I'm all neat for Christmas. And everything is going well. How's the show going? Hello, Michael.
you doing, Roger? What's going on, man?
Okay, doing pretty good. My sister is doing a socially distant music show as of right now, and that's why
Nice.
I was not able. She is a musician, a harpist, and a piano player, and a keyboardist, and we're doing a little bit upstairs, and she has just taken a break for a little bit, so I wanted to make sure I called in. And B.S. Farmer, I have sent out your Yankees history book and Giselle's hearing.
Oh, thank you, man. God bless you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. But
I sent them out. So I sent them out on Monday. So hopefully they'll get there right on Christmas or possibly by Thursday, I'm hoping. You know how the mail has been recently, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I guess I'll check on the Yankees talk and say that as of right now, the Yankees and DJ LeMahieu may be about $50 million apart because DJ LeMahieu is talking about wanting a 5-year, $125 million contract. And the Yankees are playing it very, very tight. They do not want to spend a lot of money, but with the possibility of spring training and the season being delayed 4 to 6 weeks, they don't seem to be in any hurry as of right now. And I still believe that the Yankees will sign LeMahieu, but as of right now, they could be even further apart.
So what do you think is going to happen? You think it's going to shop around?
They may possibly shop around. I still believe, you know, as I said, through my sources and everything, I heard that Cashman is saying that LeMahieu is their number one priority, and they want to get
But if he's the number one priority, then they should have signed him by now. It doesn't make any sense. Now he wants $125 million. I mean, just give the guy.
It's up to $125 for 5 years is what reports are, and
I thought it was $100 million. Well, whatever it is, I would give him just sign him already. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, this shouldn't even been like an issue. I still, for the life of me, can't understand why they're doing this to their best player. It doesn't make any sense. Like, they're gonna be careful because if a team offers him $5 for $125 million, he's gone. and this whole thing with the Yankees having no money. Then if they have no money, why did they sign Garrett Cole to a $324 million contract for 9 years then? It doesn't make any sense. For what?
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Why did you sign this guy if you're not going to spend the money to go win a World Series? Why'd you get him then?
If the Yankees
that is the whole situation. Is, you know, we're talking about the Garrett Cole signing, which I think is still very good. They may have overpaid for him, but the Garrett Cole signing is very good. They also signed Hicks to a 7-year, $70 million contract.
Yeah, no, I wanted Garrett Cole. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying if the Yankees are so tight with money, they shouldn't have gave Cole that money. First of all, LeMahieu is an everyday player. Cole only pitches every 5 days. LeMahieu is there. He's an everyday player. It's not like LeMahieu's asking for 10 years, $300 million. He wants $150 million. They gave Garrett Cole $324 million. So why can't they give LeMahieu $115 million?
Right.
What is it? He's not asking for 10 years, $250 million, $300 million.
And let me clarify one thing. Hold on.
It's hard to say what is going through their minds, but you know there is this possibility. I was, you know, the Yankees, Michael, are already offering individual game tickets, and I actually have money to get it now. But I'm holding off because, you know, with the new strain of virus and everything happening with the coronavirus and what's happening in the world, there's no guarantee for anything. Everything is very uncertain.
Well, yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. I just want things to...
Until you know, I know a little bit better what is happening.
And I want to clarify one thing, too, before we move on. With the Garrett Cole signing, right? DJ LeMahieu started playing in 2019, remember? Right?
Yeah.
And he did an awesome job. He was the machine and everything, and he carried the team. We already knew what kind of player we had. We already knew what player we had. So now it goes into 2020, COVID and all that, blah, 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 right? Now you sign Garrett Cole in the wintertime. Then we go into 2020, and now you're playing games with the guy. Now, here's the thing, right? Now, here's the thing. Now, if I'm a Yankee player, right, and let's say my contract is gonna be up in next year, let's say, I'm already thinking like, yo, these guys are gonna play games with me. Let me find another team to go to. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even gonna want to play.
Well, that's what they're doing, and I think it's pretty despicable because the Yankees organization does this to every single player. They did it to Derek Jeter. They did it to Mariano Rivera, Pettit, Posada, Bernie Williams. That's why would it be any different than LeMahieu? But I think it's that's why I don't respect their organization. And if you have a player like that, excuse me, that comes once in a lifetime, you sign him. You don't play games like that. And he's not asking for a 10-year contract. He's asking for a 5-year contract. You gave Cole $36 million a year. Well, maybe wants 5 years, $100 million. Come on, that's not 10 years. Why are they playing games? If he's the number one priority, why isn't he signed right now?
Just give it to the man. That's all you got to do. I mean, come on. That's it. You know,
it pisses me off, man. I wish I could just if I saw.
You know, you guys, the whole free agent market is moving very slowly. No one has really signed.
Yeah, but LeMahieu should have been signed on. I know the whole free agent market's moving slow, but no excuses why LeMahieu couldn't have been signed by now. I mean, LeMahieu, first of all, LeMahieu's he's not the free agent they're hyping up to be like Springer is and Ramuto and Bauer. Those guys are going to take forever to sign. We know that because they want 7 years. But LeMahieu should definitely have been signed with the Yankees. I mean,
I agree with you guys. I'm just reporting what the Yankees are doing, and right now they're playing very conservative, and they seem to be in no hurry.
Yeah, well, if they're in no hurry, then it's going to be a terrible offseason. I don't know what they're going to do then. And
Henry,
you know what the sad thing is?
Yeah.
I was going to say, my sister is playing a Christmas song. And she's playing on the harp, and we have a beautiful David Graham piano at the house, and she's playing some things on the piano. And I think she may be getting ready to go and play. So I'm going to head back upstairs and get back into the show and put my mask back on. And Farmer is doing a show on Christmas Day.
We're gonna be off on Christmas.
Okay,
of course.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah, we're gonna be off on Christmas.
I'm about that and enjoy the music, but I'm sorry, I gave you a call very early this morning, and then I called the night before at about 5 o'clock, but there was no answer.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
So I wanted to check in with you guys, and you guys continue to have a good show, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, cool,
thanks,
man.
Roger.
I'll talk to you then.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Listen to Merry Christmas,
guys. Bye-bye.
All right,
Merry
see
Christmas,
you, man.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
All right, see you. Take care. So that's the news, I guess, on the media, man. It's not good news.
No, it's really not, man. And what they I think the Yankees signed you. You guys were talking about Adam Warren the other day. Did he get signed back with the Yankees? Which is okay.
It was a minor league contract, though. It wasn't like a big. We had Adam Warren about 5-6 times. Not a big deal. I don't care about that sign. Adam Warren was flopped all over the place. And they signed that other guy, Nestor Cortez or something. That guy sucked. Remember that guy on the Yankees?
Yeah.
He was on the Yankees like a year ago. He was like a lefty. Oh my God! They bring back all these bums.
Yeah, man. He wasn't working out, man.
But what I was trying to say about LeMahieu is I was telling Roger. See, Roger, I know he reports things. He loves the Yankees no matter what, but he's got to understand. All these other Yankee fans got to understand. You let this man walk, the Yankees are going to be so terrible. They're going to be worse than before now. They're not going to make the postseason.
Yeah, we all agree, man. We all agree on that, man. That's a fact.
I mean, what are they going to do if they lose LeMahieu? He wants 5 years, $115 million. Why is that such a big deal? You just gave Garrett Cole $36 million a year for 9 years. So why don't you want to give LeMahieu, your everyday player, 5 years, $100 million? I don't understand the Yankees.
It doesn't make sense at all, man. I guess he's playing hardball. I guess it's the agent. It might be. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's the agent that's holding out.
Yeah, it's probably the agent too. But if he's saying, if reports are coming out, and he's saying that he wants to come back to the Yankees and he loved it here and he'll take less money, then why don't he take less money then? It sounds like it's somebody's lying, whether it's him or the agent. I'm confused, but they wanted to bring Aaron Hicks back on a 7-year deal and tender Gary Sanchez, but they don't want to sign LeMahieu back. That's what I don't understand.
And LeMahieu's a way better player than Aaron Hicks is.
Oh, he's better than Hicks. He's better than the whole team put together. He's a one-man army. LeMahieu's a machine. And another thing that pisses me off, they're not going to get pitching and they're going to let this guy walk on top of it. They're not going to do nothing, the Yankees. Then they suck. If they do that, then they deserve to lose. Then I'm not giving them any.
Yeah, man. That's terrible, man. It's true, man, because why do you spend all this money for what? You know, because
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense because it's like is how you say it's like you just signing people aimlessly, like you know, like why you gonna give this guy 7 years? Like, is he really worth 7 years? Like, do you even know if he's going to play 7 years?
I don't get it either. This is what makes me mad. The Yankees are broke. You know another thing, too? If this is another reason why if this is a reason, too, why they're doing this, because they don't – because I'm hearing rumors, too, people saying, oh, they don't want to re-sign LeMahieu, too, because they're worried about Aaron Judge and Gleyber Torres. First of all, Aaron Judge is not a free agent for another 3 years, and Gleyber Torres is not a free agent for another 5 years. So what are you worried about their contracts coming up? I mean, they're under control for the next 3-4 years.
Right.
So what are you worried about Judge and Torres? And I would not give Aaron Judge no 5-year contract. I'd give him maybe 2 or 3. That's it. He can't stay healthy, Aaron Judge. I'm sorry, I'm not giving him a contract. He has to learn how to stay on the field.
Yeah, because
he never stays healthy.
Because listen,
I love Aaron Judge. He's got to stay healthy.
I'll tell you one thing though. This year coming is gonna be the evaluation factor on all these guys. Because if Aaron Judge gets hurt again, man, it's like, yo, his career is like a wash.
He is, and Gleyber Torres too. I won't even give him an extension. I don't trust him. He had a bad year. He can't play defense. He's another one. I mean, what if he breaks down Torres? I don't know. I wouldn't give him because he's 23 years old. Yeah, he's young, but I wouldn't give that guy no 5-year, 6-year contract. What if he ends up turning out to be like a disappointment?
Yeah. What if he gets hurt? That's the thing. What if he gets hurt?
Yeah, that's another thing. He's starting to get hurt a little bit. I mean, he's not as injury prone as Judge and Stanton and the other guys, but he's getting a little scary too now. Torres. He didn't hit good last year. I mean, the whole team as a whole didn't have a good season. I mean, they only won 35 games, 36 games, whatever it was. But Torres didn't play good defense. He didn't hit good. His average was 240, 250. I'm not giving him no 5-year contract.
Yeah,
so what are they worried about Torres and Judge?
I think
at least LeMahieu proves it for you. He hits 364. He's a great hitter.
I think the long-term contracts like that, like those multi-deal, 6, 7, and all that, I think that's the thing of the past soon, man. You know?
That's the thing of the past. Oh, but now with Garrett Cole, though, Garrett Cole got 9 years. Well, John Carlos Stanton is with the Yankees another 7 years. They traded him, which I think was a terrible trade. But they had, I think those 2 contracts, well, maybe not Garrett Cole, because you had to get Garrett Cole. That had to be done.
Yeah.
I think Stanton, that contract hurt them badly. That definitely that put them in the position that they're in today. They can't do anything because of John Carlos Stanton.
That's a 100% fact, man, because this guy's hurt, and now you got to have the next man up. You know what I mean? And now we have no minor league team.
Well, they always do the next man up because they're always hurt every year. They got to learn how to stay healthy. Stop going to the gym and stop, lifting cars and stuff. And they have to stop doing that. The Yankees, they lift too many. They're in the gym too much. They lift weights. They're lifting all these big artillery things and buses and cars. They're crazy, these guys. They shouldn't do that. That's why they're always banged up and they're always hurt. And I don't think their bones are good. They just don't have the stamina of these guys. I told you, they don't make them like they used to no more. Like in the 90s, all those guys used to stay healthy, all those players. Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds, Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza. Look at all the great players. Derek Jeter, Cal Ripken. How come those players never got injured? They were always healthy. And then now all these guys get hurt today.
And listen, right? And you don't see the type of player like Tony Gwynn no more. A fat guy and batting 400. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Big Papi slimmed down. Right? Am I right? Even Big Papi slimmed down. You know what I'm saying? There's no fat guys in baseball.
No, you don't get the injuries like you got back then. I mean, you don't get the injuries like you get today. It's crazy now. It's insane. It's out of control. There's too many injuries. Look what happened last year, for example, in a 60-game season. Guys were dropping like flies. Look at all the pitchers that got Tommy John surgery. There was like 6 of them. Chris Sale, Noah Syndergaard, Serge Severino, Mike Clemenger. Everybody got Tommy John surgery last year. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's
true.
true.
The injuries.
It's like what do you like John Sterling said. He said you can't predict this stuff. You can't predict injuries.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But
it's like so you
get
can't
back to before we get back to talking about the stadium, all the stadium memories. LeMahieu has to be signed, man. I'm at my wits' end with Cash. He has to get this done. He has to sign him.
And it's a fact, like I told you, that Yankee management listens to us. I'm telling you.
I hope so, but
because we're the only ones talking about this, saying it the way we saying it, and they addressing us the way we said it.
Yeah, but they're not getting the deal done. This should have been signed and sealed.
You know what I mean? So I think it's the agent. I think it's the agent. I think it's Brian Cashman saying, "Yo, here's the contract. We want to give it to him, sign it," and he's like, "Nah, I ain't signing it." You know, and LeMahieu's probably be like, "Yeah, I want to sign it."
I think 4 years. I think 4 years is great, but if he wants 5 years, 150 million, just give him what he wants. Maybe you have to lower your demands a little bit. I mean, maybe that's a little too high for a 32-year-old. Because the problem is with him, he's a little old, but I don't care how old he is. I would still sign him to a 5-year deal. I mean, he's a great player. He's the best hitter by far on this team, and you can't even make an argument with that. Who's better than LeMahieu? I think LeMahieu's the best hitter in baseball, not named Mike Trout. I mean, again.
Well, Mike Trout is declining now. Mike Trout is declining, man. I haven't even heard of a last good season he had.
Mike Trout's not declining. He's just not the type of player that you don't see Mike Trout because he's never in the playoffs. That's the problem. He never gets to exceed because he never gets to the postseason.
Yeah.
But he's a great player, Trout. I'm not denying the guy's talent. I'm not trying to be biased here. The guy is probably the best player, but I think in terms of clutch and hitting with runners in scoring position, LeMahieu is the best hitter in all baseball.
Okay.
It's not even close.
All right, here's the question. Yeah. Is Mike Trout a team changer where he goes to your team and all of a sudden you're the greatest team in the world?
No, he's not a game changer because he hasn't won anything with the Angels. So, but the problem he's on the wrong team. So.
Yeah, I mean, can he be like a LeMahieu? Because LeMahieu, I think, is way better than he is right now.
The problem is we don't see these guys play on a daily basis because they're on these bad teams. We don't see Mike Trout. Yeah. He plays in L.A., he's in Anaheim. So we don't see what this guy does, but they never make the playoffs, right? The Angels never make the postseason. They're never in there. So if this guy's the best player, how come they never win? How come they never get to the playoffs? They never win a World Series.
Yeah. Mike Trout needs to go to the Dodgers or something like that, man. You know,
you can make a case that was a lot. Yeah, I mean,
one of those Bay Area teams.
Trout's good.
You know.
What were you gonna say?
I was saying Trout should go to one of the Bay Area teams. He get a lot of play over there. The Giants, the Dodgers.
I think he should go to a team that's a winning team because those teams stink. He should go to a team that's like the Yankees or the Dodgers. I mean, he's never going to go to those teams. I'm just making examples.
Yeah.
If he wants to win, he should go to winning teams.
They will be seen. I think he'd be better off in the National League, honestly.
Well, I guess so. I don't see him going to those teams you name because they suck. I mean, maybe he'll go to a team that's. I'm just saying, but any team that's better than Anaheim. The Angels are terrible. He's on the wrong team. That's the problem. LeMahieu, in my opinion, I think LeMahieu is the best player. I think he's the best hitter. He's a great defensive player. I know he's old, but I'm sorry, you're not going to get anything better than LeMahieu. The guy he's a stud. He's a superstar too, and I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer on top of it. He's a great player. Name me a player that's better than him besides Trout. Maybe Mookie Betts, Yelich. I think there's a couple of guys, maybe Anthony Rendon, but he's the top of the line, man. I'm sorry. He's better than everybody on the Yankees. You know that for sure. Judge, Stanton, Torres, they ain't got nothing on LeMahieu. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true, man. They don't. They really don't, man.
No, they don't. They don't hit like that. Not even Derek Jeter hit like that.
True, man.
So getting back to the Yankee Stadium memories, I won in 2009, and I didn't go until 2011. And then then since then, man, I haven't been back to a Yankee game in a long time. It's been about like 9 years.
Wow.
I went to a game.
That's a long. Yeah, that's a while, man. You gotta get back in there.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I can't believe it's been that long, but yeah.
Man, right now I
gotta get to a game again.
Right now, I think the best thing they ever did was create those terraces, the Frank's Red Hot Terrace.
Yeah.
That was the best thing they ever did.
Yeah, it was great. I did eat some of the food there. To be honest, I got their cheese fries. They're really good. Have you tried their cheese fries? It's good. They have like probably one of the best cheese fries I ever tasted. And I tried their cheeseburger too. That's good too.
Oh yeah, they got some good stuff. Let me see. I think the best thing at the stadium is the Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh yes, I heard they're very good.
The Philly cheesesteaks is good.
I never tried it, but I heard.
I'll tell you one thing I can't stand at Yankee Stadium is them damn garlic fries. Can't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get them. I wouldn't get any of that. See, those things I wouldn't get, like hot dogs. What I want to try is the nachos. I love all that stuff, like the nachos and that's good. I heard.
The nachos, yeah, they got this big helmet, and it comes with nachos and guacamole and beans and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I love all that because I love Mexican food, so I hope they have something like that with guacamole and avocado or like salsa dip in there.
Yeah, they have that. They have that in a helmet. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I gotta try it when I do go again, when everything is normal again. But I want to try also the Philly cheesesteak because I heard those are good too. The Philly cheesesteaks.
When me and my girl go, right? When we buy the Philly cheesesteak, we get the I think it's $25 for the whole foot long.
But their prices are crazy, dude.
That joint is like a whole foot long. You get like 4 sandwiches out of that joint, yo. And what we do is we cut it up and we eat our piece and then we save the rest and we have it for lunch the next day.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
it sounds great. It's just that their prices are too much and too steep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like highway robbery. $25 for a Philly cheesesteak. I mean, they're crazy. See, it wasn't like that in the old Yankee Stadium. I think the Philly cheesesteak was probably like $7, $8, $25.
$7, $8. Yep. It was about that much. Now everything is like $10, $12, everything.
How much is the beer? The beer's like what, like $10?
Cheapest, I think the cheapest you can get is $10. No. The cheapest is $7 or $6, but they give it to you in a small cup.
Oh yeah, I guess if you get like the meat, like a large one, that's probably more.
The whole big can, that's I think like $12. No, is it 12? No.
I could
it's $15.
Well, you go to Yankee Stadium and you go eat dinner there. You got to spend at least you probably just got to spend $200 if you want to get food there and stuff.
Bugging. That's crazy, yo. You're gonna spend like a people with 4 people. Let's say 4 people. That's $100 easy.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to buy the food, which is it could give or take from $10 to $15, and then the soda is like $6. 8 is it 6? No, it's $7 I think too. So that's already
I'm not like
20.
I want to try their food, but I'm not like into the I know when I go to a Yankee game, I eat home or I get something to eat before that, and then I go. But I'll try their foods there. I do. I did try, like I told you, I tried a few things there. But I'm not really big into getting food at a baseball game. I just like going to the game and watching the game. But next time I'll try something there. But like I told you, I'm not like big when it comes to getting food at a baseball game. I like eating my own food, but I'm just like that's just the way I am. But I mean that's my memories in Yankee Stadium and the new stadium. I can't believe I missed those memories. 2017 against the Astros, the Twins, the Indians. Those were great. They should have won that year, man.
I mean the food stands. Got way better in 2019. They got way better right now. It's totally different than what you remember it when you saw the concession stand. They got way better food now. Now they got buffalo wings from what's that store? Is it called Wild Buffalo or something? Oh, I forget what it's called.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, they got that. Oh my God, them joints is to die for.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it is good. We have one around here too. It's actually near Roosevelt Field Mall. If you know where that is in Garden City. Yeah. It's top of the line. I like their buffalo wings. They're really good. I heard a few people say it wasn't good, but I think it's just because they got like a bad batch. But the wings I got there were really, really good. Yeah, I got like the hot wings. Oh man, they're good.
Yeah, they're good, man. They got that at Yankee Stadium, so imagine.
Yeah.
I forget how much. I think they're like $12 or something like that too.
Oh wow,
something crazy.
So what were your memories at the new stadium and the old? Tell me some of your.
Well, the old. I'll tell you one thing, man. I'll never forget. The old stadium is one thing.
Yeah.
The old stadium. I never forget. The last time Ken Griffey played at the old stadium, he was playing with. He was playing with the Cincinnati Reds at the time. And it was one of them gloomy, rainy, foggy days, and he was trying to hit a home run out of there, man, and he couldn't do it, man. I was sitting right behind the dugout, right there at the batter circle, watching this guy, like, man, because at that time, at the old stadium, my dad worked behind the dugout, so I used to get into the stadium for free and sit right there, right by the batter circle. So I saw a bunch of games from there, man. But man, yeah, that was one of those good ones. Seeing Ken Griffey Jr. You know?
Yeah, seeing him was great. He was a great player, man. He was one of my favorite players growing up. I remember as a kid going to Yankee Stadium in '97. That was my first, believe it or not, my first Yankee game was '90. I was like 12 or 13. I went to Yankee Stadium in '97. That was my first game. What a great experience going to a Yankee game. So the first time as a kid, like, and going to the old stadium. And that was just a completely different team. That's when they were on the rise, man. The Yankees were on the verge of capturing those championships, those 3 championships, man. It was a special time, man. And if you remember, it was the crowd was like unbelievable, man. It was just the smell of Yankee Stadium, those hot dogs, the beers. It was just
the smell of cigars. Remember the smell of cigars? They used to smoke in the stadium.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like before even my time. That was like in the 80s or the 70s. They were doing that. Yeah, it was. But I remember going to a game in '97, and then I won '98. That's when they won the World Series. That year was, oh man, they were unbelievable. I mean, that was when they won 114 games, no, 125 games they won. But those are the memories. And then I got to a playoff game.
I got to go to the World Series in '98 there, man. I went to that World Series in 1998. I didn't even see the game. We was in the bleachers just partying.
You know my fondest memory of that '98 team, though? It's almost like when I was watching those games in '98, it's almost like I got to the point where I was like bored of the team because they were so good. It's almost like you got like tired of them because they were so good. They never lost.
Yeah.
They were the opposite of this team. This team doesn't do that, but that team, they won so much that you got tired of it a little bit. I remember going to high school. I was like in junior high, I think. I was in the 8th or 9th grade. And I got tired of listening to, oh, the Yankees won. They won again. I was excited. But at the same time, I was like, but this team, can anybody beat them?
That's true, man. They had a determination, though, like to win, man. It was something serious that you could see it and feel it. You know what I mean?
Like, and it didn't even feel like it was real because it was like they were like Superman. They were like you couldn't beat them. They beat everybody. And then I remember when they played the Indians in the playoffs. If you remember, that team they gave the Yankees trouble. The Indians. I remember when they had Manny Ramirez and Jim Tomei, and they had David Justice and Omar Vizquel. That was a scary team. That was the only team that gave the Yankees a threat in the playoffs. That Indians team, if you remember. That they came close. They went to 6 games that series, but the Yankees pulled it off. That was a scary series, man. That was a scary series.
Yeah, man, that was heavy, man. There's a lot of memories.
I never forget Manny Ramirez with that home run. That home run just kept going. He crushed it. He destroyed the Yankees. Manny Ramirez.
Man, the worst game there was that World Series, man, when we lost 4 in a row to Boston.
Oh, forget it, yeah.
Man, and I think it was the last game that they won, that they were hitting home runs like crazy, and they hit a home run off of both foul poles.
Yeah, was this where we talking about when they played Boston?
Yeah, when they lost to Boston, 4 games in a row.
Oh yeah, that was forget it. Oh, just talk about fun memories.
I mean, not World Series, championship series.
Oh my God, yeah, against the Red Sox. Oh, that was the worst, probably the worst time of my life being a Yankee fan. That was a nightmare. I'll never forget that. We were up 3-0.
Yeah,
What
man.
terrible that was, huh?
Yeah, man.
They should have won that series. They blew it, man. How do you blow a 3-0 series?
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, man. That was terrible. That one.
All they had to do was win one game, Yankees. That's it. The Red Sox came back, won 4 straight. How the hell did they do that? And what a collapse that was. I mean, I know the Yankees had no pitching, but you couldn't close the series out. I mean, they had a great offense, and they beat Schilling and Pedro, and they still lost. That series, I don't even want to talk about that. That was a disaster, man. I know we won 2009, but if I could go back, I would take that back, and I would take 2001 back, because we lost to the Diamondbacks.
Right.
Those were the two that I...
Right, the Diamondbacks, man. It was hard. That was tough, too, but it was like, okay, they got us. But then Boston came and did that. It was like, wow, that's...
Oh, that was worse. That was worse. The Red Sox was the worst. That was the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks series devastated me, but that one was worse because we were up 3-0, and they came back and won 4 straight. That was the worst. I still can't believe we lost that series. I can't. It's like something out of a movie. How do you predict something like that?
Yeah. It's all Kevin Millar's fault too. He said, "Oh, don't let these idiots win the game because we'll win the whole thing." And then there you go. He won the whole thing, man. Crazy.
I don't know how they pulled that off. I seem to think that series was fixed. I don't know if you believe in. I kind of seem to think, man. I don't know if you've seen the movie 8 Man Out. Remember that baseball movie? The Black Sox scandal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that was the Red Sox. I think they knew they were going to win that series. I don't know. I mean, I sometimes think baseball could be fixed or it's fake, and I kind of think that series might have been fixed because there's no way in hell. You lose 4 games in a row when you're up 3-0. There's no way you lose 4 in a row when you're up 3-0 in the series. I'm sorry, but you can't unless it's fixed. There's no way in hell the Yankees lost that series fair and square. I'm sorry. I think the Red Sox, that series was bought for them. I think they paid them off. I know it sounds crazy, but I think that's a crazy analogy. I think the Red Sox were paid off. There's no way in hell a team could come back.
And you know something
like
too? That Red Sox team, right, of 2004, right? They were all a bunch of alcoholics, yo. You know they were getting high and drinking in the dugout before they played the game. Kurt Schilling said he drank a 6-pack before he pitched.
Schilling said that?
Kurt Schilling said he drank a 6-pack.
Yeah, Kurt Schilling. I remember Kurt Schilling. Yeah, they were all drunks. Well, that whole team was a bunch of drunks. They're all from Boston. Of course, Schilling, Millar, Johnny Damon. I bet you that whole team, that guy Mike Timlin. Remember that guy? I couldn't stand that team. I hated that Red Sox team. I couldn't stand the way they looked. They had those dreadlocks in their hair. Did you see that other guy, Bronson or Royal? Ooh, I couldn't stand them. I hated them.
Remember Johnny Damon? Remember Johnny Damon cutting his toenails in the dugout?
Yeah, and what about that other guy, Alan Embry? And I couldn't stand anybody on that team. Like they just all looked like they were clones. If you look at all those players in the Red Sox, didn't they look like they were clones? They looked like they were all lookalikes. They looked like they were all the same.
And you saw something too, that how Manny Ramirez was hiding his physique under his jersey.
Yeah,
you know, because
that guy was always doing something suspicious.
Because he was on the steroids. He was on the steroids. So what he did was he wore a baggy uniform to make it look like he was just fat. But meanwhile, he was pumped up.
And Ortiz was taking steroids too. That whole team was on steroids. I heard Johnny Damon was on steroids. I was looking at an article up, and they said that whole team most of them were on steroids.
Hell yeah! If you look at Johnny Damon that year in 2004, and then you compare him to his year in the Yankees, he don't even look like the same person. He doesn't even have the same body. He doesn't even have the same body.
Yeah, you know who even looked like he was jacked up a little bit, even though he was a little short thing. Pedro, even he looked like he was taking something. Didn't he look like he was a little big? I know he was like 5'10" or 5'11", but then he looked like he was like tall. I think that whole team might have been taking something.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Because at that time, I believe at that time, steroids, the drug testing wasn't that big at the time. I don't think
steroids was very big.
No, but I'm saying the drug testing. The drug testing.
Oh, now it's not. Oh yeah, the drug testing was not popular. No, yeah, they weren't taking it back then.
Right?
So
they weren't
really
doing drug
testing.
Taking
steroids. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why probably.
You know?
Now, forget it. You can't. You get caught right away now. Notice how you don't see many players accused of steroids now. I wonder why.
Nah, because you know what it is, right? Well, you know, after they found that whole list with A-Rod on it and everything, and they got the doctor that makes the steroids. The thing is, they got doctors that know how to beat the drug test. You see? That's the thing. So Robinson Cano, he's saying, "Oh, I took some medicine. I didn't know it was steroids." That doctor, he knew how to manipulate it so you could to beat it, but it didn't beat it. You understand? It failed.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. And another thing I wanted to tell you, too, that's why a lot of these players today probably always get injured because they don't have the steroids. I don't think, look, I'm against steroids. I don't think anyone should take it. I think it's, it's illegal. It's, you're a cheater if you take it. You shouldn't go in the Hall of Fame. But it's facts. These players today, that's why they're always injured, because they're not taking the juice. Look at all those players back then. How come they were all healthy, those guys? Because they took steroids, all those guys. It was the steroid era. They played healthy because they were always on steroids. I'm just being real about it. There was a lot of guys that did the game like clean. Jeter never took it. Griffey never took it. But look, come on. I remember like 85% of baseball players back then probably took steroids. I mean, it's a fact.
Well, they got all busted, man. Rafael Palmeiro, all a bunch of guys. Ivan Rodriguez.
Yeah, but notice how none of them got hurt, though. Oh, yeah, they all got caught. But I'm saying is, all of them played full seasons. You didn't see no injuries like constantly, like frequently every single year. How come these guys are always injured?
True, and they pure, right? And it's allegedly pure.
Yeah.
Right, and they get hurt. Yeah, I don't see how they get hurt neither, man. I don't really see how it happens like that. You know, because I'm
not saying that these guys should take steroids, but they don't stay healthy. How come if they do it the right way, they're always injured all the time? Well, unless they just don't have the bodies, like they break down. They don't have the like I told you, they don't have the endurance. They don't have the stamina. They're always getting hurt all the time.
Right. I truly believe though it's the workouts that these Yankee trainers put them through. You know what I'm saying?
Their workouts are too much, too extreme. They're doing like extreme workouts. They're lifting like these huge, like if you see Stanton, he was lifting a car. I mean, you're not supposed to do that in a workout. You could hurt yourself. That's dangerous. You can lift weights. I don't know what they bench press, like 280, 380, whatever they do. But he's starting to lift cars up, and Aaron Judge is, I don't know what he's doing with his workouts and the rest of his team. But I know Stanton is doing like, Stanton was at like I don't know if you knew this, but he was at a sandlot when COVID-19 was going on.
Right.
Him and a bunch of guys, him, Scherzer, they were in this like sandlot. I don't know where it was, but they were like, I heard they were doing like heavy, intense workouts. And that's why Stan's always probably injured all the time, because he must pull something, because when he does workouts, he's probably all like sore. So when he does those workouts, by the time he gets to play, he's always injured.
Right. So he's sore. That's right. Actually, absolutely. I think they shouldn't be pushed to do these things because
no, they shouldn't. They should tell them not to do it. They should stop them if they don't listen. Probably.
Because me to you, I can't train like you, and you can't train like me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because we're different people, and we do things at a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you can lift 50 pounds, but I can only lift 20. Right?
I wouldn't do what they were doing. First of all, it's great to be in shape, but there's got to be a limit to working out. You can't, kill yourself. I mean, that's what it seems like these guys are doing. They're killing themselves to work out, to be in great shape. I mean, all right, you want to impress women, beautiful woman, like you want to be in great shape, no problem, but you can't kill yourself, and then you're going to hurt yourself in the long term. Is it really worth doing that? Because then you're going to break your body, and you're not going to be in physical shape for the long term of your career. I don't know why they do that. And then they don't have long careers. Look at these guys now, 32, 33 years old. They're retiring. They're not retired. The players back then played into their 40s.
Yes.
These guys now are breaking down when they're 32, 33, 34 years old. They're not playing that long no more. They don't even last, these guys.
Right. The life of a ball player was 20 years. Right?
Yeah, you played till you were 40, 42, 43. Now what is it? 34, 35?
Yeah, that's what, 12 years? 13 years?
Yeah. That's not even long.
That's not. And look, a football player's life is 5 years, 6 years in the NFL?
Yeah. Well, that's a physical sport. I mean, that's a lot different. But baseball, they should play at least till they're 40, like you said, 20 years. But these guys today breaking down when they're 33, 34, that's not good. Right. There's got to be a change to that. You can't break down that early.
Because every player used to retire at like 17 years, 18 years, 20 years, 21 years.
But even before they're 34, these guys in their 20s are getting injured. Early 20s, they're starting to show that they're fatigued. Look at Aaron Judge for a perfect example. Well, he's 28 now, but he was like 24, 25, and he was getting hurt. I mean, you're not supposed to get injured that young.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to be made of bones and milk and all that, man, ready to go. You know,
it's not a good look, man. And then we don't get to see these guys play throughout their career, and they're already retired. And who else do we have to look forward to? I mean, what other players? There's no other great players coming up now.
And look at recently. Well, let's say recently. Let's say in the last 10 years, right? We had Bobby Abreu, Carlos Beltran. You know, these guys are old, and they didn't get hurt.
They played till they were in their 40s. And look at Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, to name a few, Greg Maddux. I mean, all those guys, Ken Griffey, Bonds, Frank Thomas. I could go on and on. Like, all those greats of the game, like Jeter, those guys all played when they were like in their mid to late 40s. These guys, 33, 34, the maximum, they're finished. They're done.
Yeah, man, it's true, man. Not even CC Sabathia got into his 40s, man. He even broke down. See how he started to break down? 36, 37. That was it. He's done. He was. I mean, and he was already done at 33, 34.
He was losing it early on because he had all those problems. He had a drinking problem. You know, he was into alcohol, Sabathia. And he had a lot of problems. I guess his weight. He had the weight problems.
Even Tanaka. Tanaka right now. Tanaka's what, 34 right now, and he's playing like he's 40 years old. 33, and he's playing like he's 40.
He's got the torn elbow. That torn elbow is a problem. That could blow out anytime. If that elbow goes out, career over. That's it. He's going to get Tommy John. See you later. That's it. He's done. That's why I don't want to sign him back, because it's a risk. What if he blows out his arm in the middle of the season? It's over. That's it. You're not going to bring. You're going to.
Back in the old days, right? Let's say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, a veteran pitcher was like 35 years old, and he was unstoppable. You know, when you had a veteran pitcher, you know, say like a Verlander. Verlander's like what, 35, something like that. He broke down.
Verlander, nah, man. Verlander's 38, dude. Verlander's old.
And look, and he just broke down now. He broke down.
He won the Cy Young, though. I mean, he got that Cy Young at the end of his career, and he won. Actually, he has more than one Cy Young, but he won that last one when he was old. I think Garrett Cole should have won. He got robbed, I think. But Verlander's done. That's it. He got Tommy John. You got to stay away from that. I mean, you don't get a guy that's coming over Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, man. I just before we go, man, I just hope these guys could win one, just one, man. With the guys that we got now.
One championship is all I want. Well, all I want is one. I mean, I'll be happy with one. I mean, you like to see two because, you know, you want to see Garrett Cole get, you know, you signed Garrett Cole to a massive contract, so you got to get at least two championships. But this team has to win, man. They have to win. And, you know, like, it's 11 years now. They have to re-sign LeMahieu back. I don't know what they're waiting for. It's pissing me the hell off.
I don't know, man. This is terrible, man. I
don't know why they're playing these games, man. I want to yell in Cashman's face. I want to tell him, man, sign this guy. What are you doing?
Yeah,
He's the best player. Do you want to make this team worse than what they are? Their rotation is bad enough. We need LeMahieu back, man. Come on, Cashman, get it done, man.
It's true.
I'm just so upset, you know.
It's true, man. I think every New Yorker feels that way, man. You know what I mean?
I wish you could tell him too. Just tell him on record. I just say, please get this done.
Oh man, my man Virgo Smith on the check-in said a good point. They should have hired David Cohn as the pitching coach. Yes.
David Cohn, definitely. I mean, they should have. I think they should also get rid of Marcus Timms. They need like a better batting coach.
Yeah, they need a better batting coach because these guys they need a long haul. I don't know, but they got to change something, man.
But before they definitely do. This team has to get pitching. They need two starters and LeMahieu back. We know that. And if anybody thinks differently, then you don't know baseball. If you think LeMahieu should be on this team and you don't know pitching, you don't know the Yankees. But one more before we go. Any other great memories of Yankee Stadium when, you know, you went to the old one or the new one?
I'll tell you one thing, man. My favorite memory would have to be that game of 2017 playoffs. And we won that last game against the Astros at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
and the best feeling of walking down those ramps, bro, saying, "Let's go Yankees. F the Astros. F Altuve. F Altuve." Oh man, that was the best,
that was
bro.
awesome. I would have loved to have been there. That would have been what a moment that must have been. Oh my God! Also, another great memory I remember at Yankee Stadium was in 2005 when they played the Angels, and we lost that series. But I was at it was a game 4, I think. The energy of that crowd, it felt like the stadium was like it was going to collapse because it was so loud. You felt like the ground shaking.
Yeah, man.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's totally amazing, man. But my favorite thing is my zen moment always at Yankee Stadium would be a beautiful rain delay. I love a rain delay. I can't get over a rain delay. Oh, I love rain delays, man. I love to see the rain hit the stadium and all that. It
rains too much in New York. That's why I don't like about baseball games in New York. It's always rain here. It's a constant rain delays. Now between that and COVID, oh God!
For the first time in 2019, they had a postponement because the grass was too wet. And I never seen that before. And in a Yankee game, never. That the grass is too wet and they can't play. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but
I just want to tell you, Merry Christmas, man. Like before we go, we could sign off with just say we'll do. I know this Friday's gonna be Christmas, so there'll be no show this Friday. We'll have to do it next week. Yeah. So I was gonna say, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, man, and what else do you want to say before we leave?
That's it, man. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year, man. That's all I can say.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year. But I think we'll probably do a show before New Year.
We will.
Yeah, Happy New Year. So even though we'll probably do something before that. But and hopefully we get LeMahieu back. And we can get pitching.
Hopefully we got some type of news to report, man. But right now, it's slow, man. It's definitely
nothing
slow.
to report.
But anyway, then again, everybody, thank you for watching. And we'll see y'all on the next one. So long, everybody. See ya.